वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत।
आदरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं चित्तं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति
स्वरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
रेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनऊ रघुवर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरन विराज सुवेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस वदन तुमरो जस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संभारो आपै तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता सवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महा सुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna. In Zoom meeting, if you want to turn off the notification of Zoom chats, then click on the chats and then click on these three dots. Turn off notifications, click on that. Click on the mute option and now chats notification will not disturb you. Jai Shri Krishna.
योगेशम् सच्चिदानन्दम् वासुदेवम् व्रजप्रियम्।
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna to everyone. Good evening. It is pleasure to welcome you all to our interpretation session of chapter 4th, first part, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. My deepest gratitude and pranam in the feet of Sri Hari and Param Pujya Acharya Swami Sri Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj. On behalf of Geeta Pariwar, I Pranav Pancholi welcoming you in the 4th chapter Vivechan in English once again. So let's take prayer first as per our Sanatan rituals. Prayer brings calmness to the mind and purity to the hearts. It reminds us we are never alone, that there is always higher power supporting to us. For prayer, I welcome to Kiran Joshi ji from Raipur. She is giving Seva as a GC. Prachar Material Department, joined in Geeta Parivar 2020. So I welcome you, Kiran Joshi ji, for prayer.
जय श्री कृष्ण सभी को। वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Thank you, Didi. Thank you for prayer, your sweet and voice. So now move on to the Deep Prajwalan and lighting our Zoom room. I would like to welcome Vidya Baheti ji from Kolhapur. Vidya ji, please welcome.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदा नुमः।
Thank you, Didi. Thank you very much for enlightening our Zoom room. Geeta Parivar 60 years celebrating Geeta Jayanti Mahotsav. So please join via geetajanti.com offline and online at your place or online on every day 6:30 morning and 7:30 p.m. evening Parayan up to 15 November to 31st December every day. So please join. And now we are moving ahead in our Vivechan session. So Bhagavad Gita, often called the Song of Divine, is not merely religious text. It is universal guide of living a balanced, purposeful, and peaceful life. Its wisdom transcends time, culture, and boundaries, offering us the light of clarity amid the darkness of confusion and doubt. For most important part and most awaited part of Vivechan, I will welcome Shraddha Raodeo ji. She is disciple of Param Pujya Swami Govinda Dev Giriji Maharaj and deeply committed to Geeta Pariwar's mission. Blessed by Pujya Swamiji with the title of President of Geeta Pariwar Bhagyanagar. Associate with the Geeta Pariwar online Geeta classes since its second batch August 2020. She is the first ever trainer of jail class at Learngeeta, where inmates under her guidance memorized 12 chapters and successfully cleared the Pathik exam by jail Kedi. Laid the foundation of monitoring team at Learngeeta and led it over 2.5 years. Currently leading the literature publications proofreading team of Learngeeta for 13 languages. She is serving as a Vivechak and online Gita Santa classes conducting weekly interpretation sessions. Offers sevas in various departments and she is holding BE Electronics and postgraduate diploma in IT Systems and Management and has worked as a mobile application developer and team lead for 13 and more years in corporate sector. She is soft-spoken, calm. So I'm not wasting too much time between you and her. So I welcoming Shraddha Raodeo ji. Welcome, Didi.
Let me know if I am audible properly. Jai Shri Krishna, am I audible now?
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi. Yes, Didi.
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. A very warm welcome to this session, all of you. Let us all begin by bowing down to Param Pujya Gurudev, with whose blessings we all assemble here for understanding this beautiful chapter. In itself, it is a very deep chapter. Let us all first bow down to Shri Krishna and Param Pujya Gurudev so that they give us the right intellect to understand this chapter. Hari Om, let's begin. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Dharayadena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ratavarshinim Bhagavati Mashtadashatyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad-Gīte Bhavatveshini. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. A very warm welcome to the session again, all of you. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, a new journey through different chapters. So far, you must have seen a lot of chapters and experienced the beauty of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Today again we will go through another enlightening chapter. Today we are starting another enlightening chapter whose name is what? Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Before this chapter, in the sequence of this Bhagavad Gita, this entire Bhagavad Gita is said in one sequence, first chapter, second chapter, without a mention of the chapter names. Till now, what Sri Krishna has told is immense knowledge about Karma Yoga. When we look at the name of this chapter, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, what it brings a different perspective in the mind. Why is this jnana being added to this karma yoga? And what essentially this chapter is trying to achieve, what it is going to achieve for us, is that it will help us to get freedom from this cycle of birth and death. That is our ultimate destination. What is our ultimate destination? Our ultimate destination is getting freedom from this cycle of birth and death, freedom from this vicious cycle that we are stuck in from God knows how many countless births. And to get freedom from this cycle, it is not necessary that we just take sannyas by the means of karma yoga, that is by following our regular duties properly. We will be able to attain this kind of liberation, is the highest assurance that Sri Krishna has given in the previous chapter. And how to achieve that with the support of knowledge, that is what we are going to explore in this particular chapter. Before we begin the chapter, one beautiful thing that Sant Jnaneshwar Maharaj says about this chapter, it is worth contemplating. What Jnaneshwar Maharaj says when he has started explaining this chapter is so beautiful, that there is a beautiful Triveni Sangam that is happening. When he begins this chapter, he says this is like a new sunrise in your knowledge. It is a new sunrise in your knowledge, and you have to experience the bliss of this sunrise. And he also adds that this Gita in itself is a beautiful uh, song. It is Bhagavad Gita. If you literally translate it, it translates into what? God's own song. He says it is a beautiful song, and in that it is a beautiful, sweet subject of Parabrahma Tattva. And in that, there is this beautiful audience that is sitting in front of me. All these three form the Triveni Sangam. And with that beautiful note, Jnaneshwar Maharaj says this is a sunrise that is happening at the Triveni Sangam when this chapter begins. And as he begins this chapter, Nivritinath Maharaj says, "This your love for Bhagavad Gita, I can understand." Now you start with the discourse of what is happening. What is Shri Krishna telling Arjun after explaining about all this Karma Yoga? The Karma Yoga third chapter ends with a very very deep secret from Shri Krishna, which talks about the two enemies, Kama and Krodha, as two enemies, and he says how you can win over these two enemies and continue on the path of what? Of knowledge, on the path of liberation. After having explained all this, Jnaneshwar Maharaj has given this beautiful information about what is the importance of this chapter. A beautiful example he gives there, and then comes this beautiful sunrise of Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. This chapter is made as Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga by Bhagwan Veda Vyasji, and it starts with a very beautiful note, very important note from Sri Krishna. What Sri Krishna says here, Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Now, till now, what we have seen in Karma Sannyasa Yoga, whatever Sri Krishna has spoken about yoga till now, there are multiple definitions of yoga that have come till this point. Yoga Karma Sukaushalam. That yoga is basically attaining a balance. All these definitions finally boil down to one very standard definition of yoga, that is attaining a balance in life. Yoga Karma Sukaushalam. Basically, it is balance in your work, balance in your attitude, balance in your response to everything that is coming in your life. Yoga is all about Samatva Yoga Uchyate. This definition also of yoga is covered till we reach here. So basically, by the time he reaches this discussion, we all know that this entire discourse is about Yoga Shastra. Entire Bhagavad Gita is Yoga Shastra because it is elaborating about what is yoga. And multiple definitions of yoga come where we see that yoga karmasu kaushalam, samatva yoga uchyate, it is all about balance. Now, when this deep knowledge is coming, when this entire Yoga Shastra is being revealed to Arjun, Sri Krishna says, whatever I am telling you, it is not new. And on that note, he begins with this particular chapter. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Proktavan Ahamavyayam Vivasvan Manave Praha Manurikshvakave Bravid. What Shri Krishna is saying? He is making a huge claim here. What is that claim? He says, this entire yoga shastra that I have told you, whatever we have discussed so far, it is not something new. It is not a new knowledge that I am expressing in front of you. Now, one thing you should always know, whenever somebody tells, if somebody ever tells you that, listen, I will tell you a new knowledge, I'm going to tell you something very new today, understand they are completely bluffing, because there is nothing called new knowledge. All the knowledge that exists in this universe is existing in our Vedas, it is existing in our Upanishads. And why I can just make such a tall claim? Because Adi Shankaracharya also, he has written so many scriptures, he has written so many granthas. He has not only spoken about Nirguna, about the visible form of God, invisible form of God, but also the visible form of all the gods. Everything he has written down, and he himself mentions that whatever I have written, whatever I have told, none of it is new. All this is already covered in Vedas. All the knowledge is originating from Vedas, and Adi Shankaracharya says that everything that I am telling is from Vedas, then who are we? Who are we normal people to claim that we are saying something new? So this entire knowledge is absolutely prevalent in this universe from Vedas, and this have been discussed earlier. And what Shri Krishna says, this knowledge, this entire Yoga Shastra, when he says Imam Vivasvate Yogam, what is he mentioning? All the Yoga Shastra that we have seen so far, I have already told. Proktavan Aham Avyayam. This me. There are two things that we have to understand. Avyaya word here is used for this Yoga Shastra. Here, Avyaya means imperishable. This imperishable knowledge of Yoga Shastra. It is coming, which is coming to you now. I have already discussed all this. I have given this to whom? Vivasvan. Vivasvan is the sun god, and Vivasvan has given it to whom? To Manu. And Manu, we all know we are all called Manav. Why? Because we are the descendants of the king Manu. And Manu has given this entire knowledge to whom? Ishvaku, from whose dynasty Sri Ram is, who he is in his dynasty. Sri Ram has also taken birth, because it is this lineage starts from Vivasvan, that is sun god, and then from Surya Bhagwan, then Manu, and then Ishvaku. Because of this lineage, this entire dynasty is called as what? Surya Vansh. Sri Ram's dynasty is Surya Vanshi. They belong to this lineage. What Sri Krishna says, before the beginning of this entire universe, I have already given this entire knowledge to whom? To Sun God. And he gave this entire knowledge to whom? He gave it to Manu, and then Manu transmitted everything to whom? To Ishvaku. And further, this was not just stopping here. All this knowledge that we are learning, whatever we also learn, we propagate to the next generation. That next generation, whatever propagates, is known as parampara. It's anything that is passed on, any good values that are passed on from one generation to another generation is known as parampara. And Sri Krishna says that this went till Ishwaku, and then as a part of this parampara, it continued to be propagated to whom? Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashtah parantapa. This parampara praptam, whatever this, because it is being passed on from a father to the son, then to the next generations. This knowledge was being passed on from a generation to the next generation. That is why this knowledge is referred to as what? Parampara Praptam. We also get so many values, so many different traditions. We learn from whom? From our previous generation. We also get Parampara Prapta knowledge. Hmm. And from this parampara, it is handed down by regular succession. Whatever has been handed down, it reaches to whom? Reaches the Rajarshis. Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu. It came to the Rajarshis. But what happens? What happens with us also? Whatever traditions our grandmothers, great grandmothers, great great grandmothers used to follow, and if you compare them with the traditions that we are following just in past 3 4 generation, we see there is so much loss of traditions, there is so much loss of knowledge. We are trying now, this new generation is trying, oh, our grandmother used to do this way and it was so nice. Now we are realizing all that, but what has happened across these few generations also? What has happened? Our traditions have started getting lost. Our traditions are getting lost. Our knowledge is getting lost. Imagine what impact it must be having to so many yugas. Now, this knowledge has been given at the onset of, say, Satyug. Then Satyug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, and now at the onset of Kalyug. In just 3 generations, we see so much loss of knowledge and traditions. Imagine what must have happened in thousands of generations, hundreds and thousands of generations. There is lot of loss of this knowledge that has happened. Sakale neha mahata. So this is in course of time. This, because this long time has passed, what has happened? Yogo nashtah parantapa. Hey parantapa, hey Arjun, this knowledge has started getting lost. So what am I doing? Because this knowledge was lost. Because I started this, gave this knowledge at the onset of Satyug. Now, after that, so many yugas have passed. Now, the Kali Yuga is starting. Shri Krishna knows in Kali Yuga, people are not going to have time to go through all the Vedas, going through all the scriptures. Our lifespans have reduced. You see how long our Maharshis used to live, then how long the kings used to live, etc., etc. But if we look at the lifespans now, it is decreased. We don't have the time to go through all these scriptures. Sri Krishna knew that this is going to happen. So, not only for Arjun, even for our benefit, even for the benefit of this yug, Sri Krishna has ensured that this knowledge comes to us. But who has been made the excuse, who has been given this, who has been made that instrument, who has been made that medium for this knowledge to reach to us? It is Arjun. What Sri Krishna says, that, hey Arjun, I am transmitting this knowledge to whom? To you. But why? Shri Krishna explains in this slok, Sa evayam maya tedya yoga proktah puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam yetaduttamam. Now, imagine what this at this point of time. Sometimes, we should just keep Arjun aside, and when Shri Krishna says things like Bhaktosi me sakha cheti, you are my bhakta, you are my sakha. For a minute, keep Arjun aside and see. Imagine that Shri Krishna is saying this to us. You are my devotee. You are my devotee, you are my friend. Imagine, and Shri Krishna, when he says, so, you are my friend, he has already said this in Bhagavad Gita at one more place. Surudam. He has said, I am a Surud. I am everybody's Surud. Means what? Unconditional friend. What is the meaning of unconditional friend? Whether I consider you my friend or not, you will consider me a friend. That is a Surud. So, friendship, what we say about it, modern definition of friendship, how we define it, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So somebody who is helping you, somebody who loves you in return of the love you get is a friend, is our layman definition of friend. But what Sri Krishna says, I am not your just your friend. He says, Surud, whether you do something for me or not, whether you love me or not, whether you are maintaining your friendship or not, I am going to wish the best for you. That is what Sri Krishna is here for. And for Arjun, he has some special affiliation, special affection. And what he says, because you are my devotee, you are my bhakta, you are my sakha. What I am doing, I am opening. Now, just imagine if somebody is your best friend, what will you do? You will share your top secrets only with your best friend, not with everybody. My topmost secret, I will not come and tell in Vivechan. I will tell only to somebody who is very, very close to me. Same applies to everyone. Shri Krishna says, because you are my bhakta. See, along with devotee, along with friend, Shri Krishna has kept whom? Bhakta with him. If we are not able to be friends of Shri Krishna, at least let us try to be a devotee, a very devoted devotee of Shri Krishna. In that case, Shri Krishna will open the gates the way he opens it for his friends. This is the inner emotion that is hidden in this shlok. We have to grasp it. What Sri Krishna says, you are my best friend, you are my devotee, and that is why I am sharing you my top secret. Yetat Uttamam, the best, the most supreme secret I am sharing with you. So Evayam Mayatedya, whatever, the same yoga that I have told Vivasvan, the same yoga, how is this yoga? It is Puratana, the ancient knowledge that I have given to Surya Bhagwan, the same knowledge I am giving to you. It is the most supreme knowledge. It is the best knowledge that anybody can have. And Shri Krishna has given, now see, this is a beautiful etat uttamam rahasyam, best rahasya. It is not meant for anybody and everybody. Shri Krishna in the 18th chapter we will see, he'll say, Dantena tapaskaya na bhaktaya kadachana na cha shushrushave vachan na cha mayo vyasuyati. Don't give it to anybody who doesn't deserve it, the one who doesn't do any kind of tapasya, doesn't do any kind of tap, is not a devotee. Don't give it to anybody else. Another hidden meaning, this knowledge, when Sri Krishna says, don't give to such people, but this knowledge has reached us. Bhagavad Gita has reached each one of us, whoever is listening to this session, whoever is learning with Learngeeta, whoever has got an opportunity to understand Bhagavad Gita. We all have, what has happened? Bhagavad Gita has found its way to us, means we fall in this category. Bhakto sime sakha cheti. Shri Krishna considers us also as his devotees. Somewhere he knows that these people have the capacity to become my friend, and that is why in this birth we have got this opportunity to connect with Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, to connect with God by the means of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. When we listen to these kind of shlokas, take a moment to introspect our relationship with Shri Krishna. When he says, the secret I am sharing with you, Arjun, because you are this, understand that we are also a step closer. We might not be equivalent to Arjun, but we are on that right path. And we should also understand that we are on this right path. We should not leave this path. This is what is going to take us closer to Shri Krishna. And after understanding all this, now at this moment, Arjun is in a dilemma. What are you saying? Arjun and Shri Krishna, there isn't too much age gap between them. He has listened to the stories now from the birth, from his childhood. He knows that this Shri Krishna is a divine person, definitely. He's seen all his Leela. He has heard all these graceful stories about Shri Krishna's birth, him picking up the Govardhan Parvat, all being said and done. He said, still, you are born a few years before me. And what are you saying that you have told this entire knowledge to Surya Bhagwan? So he continues, Arjuna Uvacha. What is the thing that Arjun, what his thought Arjun puts up in front of Sri Krishna? Arjuna Uvacha. aparam bhavato janma parain janma vivasvatah kathame tadvijaniyan tvamadau proktavanati. What he says, aparam bhavato janma, your janma has been in this recent times. You are born in recent times. You are born a few years before me, but in recent times. But Vivaswan is born so many yugas back. Parayin janma vivasvatah. His birth is ancient. Hmm? Kathar me tadvijaniya. Now here, when he says how, he is not asking how is it possible. He is not questioning. He is asking dvijaniya. Understand the small words. At no point of time, Arjun, see if somebody says anything to us and we don't agree, how we immediately retort and say, ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? How are you saying this? See, Arjun, look at the words, how carefully he chooses. Vijaniyam. He said, what you are saying is true. It is because you are saying, he understands. He cannot lie. My Krishna will never lie. My Krishna will never deviate me from anything. But how am I supposed to understand Vijaniyam? How am I supposed to understand that? He's not questioning Shri Krishna. How are you saying this? He's not saying that why are you saying this? He's not, even for a moment, he's not having this doubt. Is he bluffing? If somebody tries to say our faith on everything, how we question even the things that come in our scriptures. ये ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. Because we lack the devotion towards Sri Krishna. We lack the devotion towards our gods, towards our Vedas, and then we question, how is it possible? How is it possible? So many avatars, there are so many people who still do not believe and take pride also in not believing. We will not go there, but look at when we talk about Arjun and we will all aspire to be like Arjun, we have to understand how carefully he is choosing his words, how carefully, how is his attitude towards everything that Krishna is saying. Had it been us, ये तो मेरा भाई है, Arjun, Shri Krishna is my brother, Shri Krishna is my friend, and now he is saying this, what we will say? Arey, what you are saying is bluffing. Huh? He's not blaming Shri Krishna at all. He's not questioning Shri Krishna at all. And he's asking, how am I supposed to understand it? So, this is the beauty, this is the beautiful attitude, this is the beautiful devotion that Arjun has had. Arjun in the second chapter has said, Shishyasteham Shadiman Tvam Prapannam. What he says, I am your disciple. I am completely going to follow you. Now, whatever you say, I will do. And once he has said this, see how his attitude is throughout. When we contemplate all the shlokas from Arjun, you will see the same bhav. Even in 11th chapter, when he is requesting to show Vishwarup Darshan, you have to see how politely he requests. If it is in my capacity to see your Vishwarup, then you show me. Here also he is not saying that, oh, what are you saying? ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? Is it? It's not possible. No, he said, how am I supposed to understand? So even when we are reading different translations in the book, understand this emotion properly. When we want to become like Arjun, these are the small personality traits that we have to notice and imbibe in our life, and then we can become like Arjun, not just by memorizing the shlokas that Arjun has said, but by imbibing these qualities of Arjun. Katame tadvajaniyam tvamadau proktavaniti. So whatever you are saying, that you are born adau, that you are born at the beginning of this universe, you are born before this, that you are saying, how am I supposed to understand this? Sri Krishna is also very generous with Arjun, and he very beautifully elaborates. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava charjana tanyaham veda sarvani natvam vedha parantapa. What he says, there have been so many innumerable births. There have been a countless number of births that have happened, not only of you, but also of mine. Bahuni me vyatitani. Many births have passed. Hmm, yours and mine both. But he is Bhagavan, he is Sri Bhagavan. So his, because he is the controller of this entire universe, he says, I remember them. Tanyaham Veda Sarvani. Tani Aham Veda means I know all of them. All the birds I remember, but you don't remember. The word Vetha here also refers to knowing. Hey Arjun, you don't remember all of them, but I will remember. I remember all those birds. Now, when he's talking about birds, see where he what he says, because one very important thing here, he has said that I have had too many birds and you also have so many birds, but you don't remember them, I remember them. Further, he elaborates about his birth. Now, slowly see the level of detailing that he has said. When he is in the initial declaration, he has said, Rahasyam yetaduttamam. See slowly how he is giving out his secrets. What he is telling, that this you have had many birds, I have had many birds, but I remember. Slowly he is saying, I don't have any birds at all. Ajopi. In the next shlok, what he says, I am never born. Ajopi sannavyayatma bhutanamishwaropi san प्रकृतिं स्वामधिष्ठाय sambhavamyatmamaya. Now see, this is such a deep shlok. In the previous shlok, what he has said, that I have had many births and you also have many births, but you don't remember births. I remember all of them. And gradually he elaborates this point, that I appear to have taken birth because ajaha api, I am not born. There are three adjectives that Shri Krishna has used for himself. What are those three adjectives? First, in this shlok that he has said, Aja, that is unborn. I cannot be born. A person who is something that is not born will never have an end. Anything that is born will have an end. We are Ja, Atma, Ja. We are all born in the Prakrit way, but in a natural way. But Shri Krishna says, I am unborn. Then the second adjective that is used for him, that he has used for himself, is avyaya. What happens with us? Aging. Now you see all this commercial cosmetic, they use this word so often. Anti-aging. There is nothing called anti-aging, because aging is bound to happen. Anybody who has taken birth, any way, whoever has taken birth, there is nothing called anti-aging that is ever going to happen with us. All of us are vyaya, means we are perishable. We are heading for a steady change, which is going to be a cause for another new srijan, another new creation. But there is a steady perishing that is going to happen. That aging is always going to happen. But this aging, this is never going to happen for whom? For Parampita, Paramatma. He is avyaya, imperishable. The third adjective that he uses for himself is Ishvara. That Isha, this root word of Isha, Ishvara comes from the word Isha. That Isha word refers to what? To the controller of everything, Mahesha, who is Maha Isha. All these words you will see, Yogesha, Yogesham Satchidanam. He is the controller. He is the supreme controller of all the yoga. So this Isha word refers to what? To the controller, to the creator, to the controller of everything. So Shri Krishna says, Ishvara, Bhutanam Ishvaro Pisan. I am the controller of all the creatures in this universe. So these three things, Shri Krishna, it appears like a very simple shlok, but understand the deeper context here, that these three things, that he is Aja, Avyaya and Ishvara, that he is unborn, he is imperishable, and he is the controller. He is the Lord of all the creatures, all the beings. These are the three things Sri Krishna has told about himself. Top secret. What he tells about his next, he is telling, he is revealing about his powers. His two powers he has revealed here. What are these two powers? Prakriti and Yogamaya. In the second sentence, he declares, he tells about two important powers, two important Shakti that he has. Prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavamyatma mayaya. What he is telling about two powers, one is the Prakriti and Yoga Maya. What he tells about them, these both are belonging to God, my Prakriti and my Maya, Atma Mayaya. That is his own Maya. So for us, we cannot say my Prakriti. This nature does not belong to us. We are beyond the influence of this Prakriti. This nature is beyond our influence. No matter how much you progress, how much you are going to, invent new things, but this Prakriti is always going to be more superior than you, but it can never be more superior than the God Himself. So these two are His powers. My Prakriti, he says, Mama Maya, Atma Mayaya. It is, and Swam Adhisthaya, Prakritim Swam Adhisthaya. This Prakriti also belongs to whom? To this Parampita Paramatma. How are we born? We are born with the help of this Prakriti as a part of this nature. Due to the support of this nature, we are born. But how is Sri Krishna? He does not take the support of this Prakriti. He establishes himself in the Prakriti, in this nature which belongs to him. So now this Prakriti is already belonging to him. He does not need to take birth. He is establishing himself. What does this actually mean? That there is no time when the God is not existing. What he is saying, Sambhavami. I am just creating myself. I am just appearing. Sambhavami. Basically, it is not that I am taking birth. It appears to us. We celebrate Krishna Janmashtami. We celebrate Ram and Navami. We feel that, oh, this Krishna and Ram are born. This is because of the limitation of our intellect. They are not born, Ajapi. They are not born. They cannot be born. They are Sambhavami, Atma Mayaya, Prakritim Swamadhisthaya. They are establishing themselves in a form that is visible to us human beings. This Krishnashtami, this Ramanavami, it appears as if they are born. But what is actually happening? They are taking a human form. How is Parampita Paramatma? He is Sarvatra Sarvada. In the 13th chapter, you will see in those shlokas where he mentions that he is everywhere. Sarvatah Pani Padauncha. Everywhere, his hands, legs, his mouth, his uncountable number of ears, everything is around us. He is present everywhere. Sarvatra Sarvada, he is present. What is happening? He is just assuming a form that our eyes can see. We cannot see. Parampita Paramatma is not his limitation that he is not existing. It is the limitation of our eyes that we are not able to see. And to overcome this limitation, what happens? He makes himself Indriya Gochar. He makes himself visible to us. And that is how he establishes himself in the Prakriti, that our eyes can enjoy the beautiful form of this Sri Krishna, so that our ears can hear what Parampita Paramatma wants to tell us. We can hear his Bhagavad Gita. He has made himself visible so that we can look at this form of Vittal Bhagwan and we can do his puja, so that we can look at Ram and see how to be an ideal Purush, how to be an ideal man. This we should be able to understand. That is why he is doing what? He is playing with his own Maya, Sambhavami, Atma Mayaya. in my own Maya, in my own creation, I am just appearing. Hmm? So we have to understand one very important thing here. There are many people who feel that we'll contemplate upon those flames and we'll do the sadhana of that nirguna, that divine power. We start believing that, but in that meditation, people meditate upon Omkar and meditate on whatnot, and different types of meditations are happening. People feel that they are doing something superior, but understand that that upasana is actually not superior. The upasana that we do, praise, doing worship of Sri Krishna, doing worship of Parampita Paramatma in the form of Sri Ram, all this sadhana that we are doing, it is nothing less. If we are able to reach that height where we are able to see that Parampita Paramatma in Sri Ram, when we are able to see it in Sri Bhagwan, when we are able to see all this, what will happen? We will be actually reaching a great heights of sadhana. So this word avataran, when we say Krishna avatar, Rama avatar, avataran, it is not that he is somewhere at the top and he is just coming down, and he is very much present there. For Gajendra, who was stuck, we all know about the story of Gajendra Moksha. He was stuck, and the Sri Bhagwan Vishnu came from Vaikuntha. But for Prahlad, where did he come from? He appeared from the pillar. It is not that at night Narasimha Swami he went and sat in that pillar. He was already there. And just to save his Bhakta Prahlad, he appeared from the pillar. From invisible, he became visible. So that Hiranyakashipu, the Asuras, the Asuri Bhav within us also, we should be able to see this Parampita Paramatma. That is why he comes here. So we all should understand that this entire thing, we should not get um, illusioned by the fact that we are celebrating Krishnashtami, we are celebrating the birth of Parampita Paramatma. We are celebrating because that is a way to celebrate his devotion. Consider it that way, but it is his Leela. He is always present. And the good news is, when he is present all the times, he is present even now. So all we have to do is connect with that Paramatma Tattva. And further, what Sri Krishna explains, he starts explaining the reason why he is coming. He is appearing to come, that he has already told. But why does he need to do that? Why does he need to come? In the next few shlokas, we will try to understand the purpose behind his so-called coming to this earth. The purpose of he taking this sagun. Sagun means a proper form. Why does he need to take that form? That purpose he has explained in the next few shlokas. Why does he need to come? Why do I need to take birth? Shri Krishna explains further. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bharata abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srishamyaham. Whenever, now there are some very beautiful catches. The literal meaning of this slok, almost everybody knows, somebody who understands even little bit of Bhagavad Gita. But there are three important things that Sri Krishna is telling here. First thing that he says, dharmasya glanihi bhavati. Dharmasya glanihi bhavati. At no point of time, he is not saying that dharma का नाश हो जाता है. Many people end up translating it as when dharma starts getting destroyed. Understand that dharma cannot be destroyed at all. Dharma is indestructible. What he is saying, dharmasya glanihi bhavati. What is glanihi? It is slowly decaying, slowly fading. Whenever the dharma starts fading, mind you, not getting destroyed. So what does it mean? Something it is not getting destroyed means it cannot be established also. Now there are some people who say, इन्होंने बौद्ध धर्म की स्थापना की, इस धर्म की स्थापना की. These kind of sentences we hear. Understand how hollow these are, because dharma cannot be established. धर्म की स्थापना नहीं की जा सकती है. Dharma is sanatana. It is the only dharma. Dharma is what, here at this point we have to take one moment to understand what is dharma. Dharma basically is what? Sadguna sadachar. Sattva, anything that is based on satvikta, the sadachar, the ideal behavior is what? Dharma. It's the entire balance that we have to achieve between this Prakriti and us to achieve what? Satvikta. A win-win situation between all the existing creatures that can come by the means of what? Following Dharma. So, where is all this mentioned in our Vedas? How to live in an idealistic way with a proper balance that has been established right at the onset of this creation. Whenever this universe was created, our dharma is Sanatan Dharma. Then what are these other people doing when they say is dharma ki sapana ki? It is not dharma, it is sampradaya. A particular type of worship has been established. Some processes they are establishing for people who agree with their thought process. But that is not dharma. Understand the importance of what traditions we are following. They are not a part of some sampradaya, it is our dharma. If we, when we this is a very deep conversation. We will not go into the depth of this conversation, but understand that dharma cannot be destroyed, but it fades. hmm, Gradually fades. Now in Diwali, what we do? We'll clean the house, polish the house, deep clean the house, and then what happens by the time next Diwali comes? It the organization that we have done in our house is deteriorated. It fades away. Why to wait for 1 year? You just clean the house today, clean the kitchen and sleep. Next evening, by next evening, what happens? The kitchen is back to square one. We have to clean it every day, isn't it? Our rooms, everything needs to be what? Reorganized. Same thing happens with dharma. What happens? The practices, the dharma, the dharmic practices that our older generations were following, gradually they start fading. So, what Shri Krishna has to do? He has to come and reorganize that. So, what he has to do? The dharma samsthapana. So, that has to be done. This samsthapana. Now, for that samsthapana, what happens with dharma? This dharma glani bhavati. Why does glani? Why is the dharma fading? Because there are some people who create mischiefs, who create ruckus and bring down all these traditions, who because of their ignorance, owing to their laziness, owing to their ignorance, owing to their tamasikta or rajasikta, they deviate from the sattvic bhav, and what happens? Dharmasya glanihi bhavati. The dharma starts fading. So what they have to do? These all miscreants who are creating this adharma, who are the reasons for that dharma to go down. For them, Shri Krishna comes to uproot them. Adharmasya abhyutthanam. He comes to ensure that this adharma, these adharma practices are lost. Now, adharma is not only the violent adharma, or not only in terms of violence. Understand this adharma in terms of ignorance also. Why the adharma rises? Because of our ignorance, because of our lack of knowledge. This Geeta that he has said is also, so for this adharma's utthanam, he does not just need to come and do fighting. He has to propagate knowledge. The fact that he has told Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, this conversation that he had with Arjun, is also a part of this adharmasya abhyutthanam. It is also a part of abhyutthanam adharmasya. This fact that he has told Bhagavad Gita is a part of that abhyutthanam adharmasya. Whatever Sri Ram has done, he did come only to destroy Ravan. Whatever he has done, whatever bhakti he has spoken to with Shabari, whatever he has told by his great character, the charitra that he has done, the way of living that Sri Ram has taught, that is also abhyuthanam adharmasya. So when he's saying that, because to kill Ravan, he could have just sent one Hanuman. That Hanuman was enough to take care of Ravan. He didn't need what Bhagwan has so many characters who can take care of all these demons. For Kamsa Chanura, Shri Krishna did not have to come. But how would he satisfy the gopis? How can the gopis be satisfied? To kill Ravan, to kill all other Rakshas, he could have just sent one Hanuman. But to satisfy Shabri, Ram cannot send anybody. No, he has to come, because this Shabri has waited from childhood till her old age. Ram aayenge, Ram aayenge. So, and by coming and meeting Shabri, what he has done? He has reinforced the devotion amongst all the people. When we see that our Ram aayenge, and for Shabri Ram came, we are also assured that Hamare Ram aayenge, and Ayodhya mein when this Ram Mandir is formed, this entire Bharat Varsha is happy. Why? Because Hamare Ram aaye hain. We all are happy. This fact that we are learning Bhagavad Gita, this is continuous assurance to us that I am existing, don't worry. I am there to take care of you, don't worry. All these assurances he has given, for giving us this assurance, for giving devotees this assurance, for assuring Mirabai, Shri Krishna has to be there, for assuring gopis, Shri Krishna has to be there, for Bhakta Prahlad, Vishnuji has to come, for his devotees he comes. That is his act of establishing dharma. Tadatmanam srijamyaham. There also he is not saying I am taking birth. Srijamyaham, I am manifesting myself. So these are the different ways in which I am taking care of adharma. I am ensuring that people remain devoted to me, and to take care of this fading dharma, I am manifesting myself, I am re-establishing myself. And in this process of re-establishing dharma, what is he doing? Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sammavami yuge yuge. So whenever dharma's glani is happening, dharma is fading, I am coming for re-establishing, for reorganizing in dharma. And when I am doing that, what am I doing? Paritranaya sadhunam. Means I am taking care of good people. When I am taking care of Paritranaya sadhunam, it just doesn't mean that I am protecting them. I am protecting their devotion. By going to Shabri, he has protected her devotion. That is also Paritranaya sadhunam. Killing Ravan, destroying Ravan, Kamsa, Chanur, all other demons, Hiranyakashipu, all this is one matter. That way also I am protecting, but I am also protecting my devotees by giving them darshan. Because what is the biggest pain a devotee will have? What is the biggest pain that the gopis had? This torture that the adharmic, tamasic people will do, they don't care about all this. Santa Maharaj, they will not bother, oh, he said this to me, that is happening. This is very superficial sorrow. What is the main sorrow of devotees? When will I get to see my God? What Namdev Maharaj, Sant Eknath Maharaj, I just want your darshan. What is the biggest pain that gopis had? The viyog, the separation from Shri Krishna is their biggest pain, biggest sorrow. He is taking care of that sorrow, paritranaya sadhunam. So along with cleaning this earth of all the demons, he is ensuring that this sorrow of the devotees is also taken care of. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. We all know that just to take care of removing these wicked people from the earth, dharma samsthapanarthaya, to re-establish. Now, not establish, वो ठीक ठाक करते हैं. How what we do in Diwali? We don't recreate the entire interiors of our house. We just reorganize the house. Shri Krishna does the same thing by telling Bhagavad Gita. He has reorganized whatever people had forgotten. By the means of Bhagavad Gita, it will always stay in our memory, and this dharma samsthapana will keep happening. I am just re-establishing the dharma. He is the epitome, best example of a karma yogi. We learn karma yoga from the life of Sri Krishna. By telling how to follow karma yoga, Sri Krishna has told by living a beautiful life. That's life in an example of how to follow karma yoga in our lives. For that, Sri Krishna has come. That is also Dharma Samstapana. And Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Now, when you talk about the Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, don't think that now he has come in Sati Yuga, one yug gone. Now in the second Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, ek bar ek yug mein aa gaye na. You have come in this yug once, so that is over. No. Here Yuge Yuge refers to what? Again and again. Not just once in one yug. So stay assured, whenever we are in trouble, whenever his devotees are in trouble, Sri Krishna will manifest himself for us. Yuge Yuge, I keep coming here again and again. So he has told that I will be here in every yug. But my coming and my functioning are different from your coming and your functioning. That Sri Krishna explains in the next shlok. What is the secret of my janma and my karma, the secret of my birth and what I do? What Sri Krishna explains in this context, Janma karma cha me davyam evayo veti tatvataha त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति सोऽर्जुन. Janma karma cha me divyam. What Sri Krishna says that my birth and my work, my work and my birth, both are how divine, divyam. Evayo veti tatvata. Now, what is the difference between two? His birth is divine and our birth is not divine. What exactly is Sri Krishna meaning by that? Now, a glimpse of it he has already given in the previous few shlokas, that he is never born. He is coming there. His janma is divine. He can come and go whenever he requires. He manifests himself. But how are we born? Now, we all know the story of Jad Bharat. Bharat, how he was born, how his life was. He was born, and towards the end of his life, he kept thinking about what? About this. He kept thinking about this small deer, baby deer, and then next birth he got as a deer, and then but because of his past deed, he remembered all the sadhana that he had done. So this is a different story. So whatever we are born as, in which family we are born as, it all is depending on what? Our previous karma and our previous desires. I have a strong desire for something. To get my desires fulfilled, if my karma is supporting, I'll get those desires fulfilled in this birth. So we are enslaved by our desires, by this nature, and that is how our birth is happening. But how is the birth of Paramatma? First, he appears to take birth. He is manifesting himself in a particular form. For what? For Dharma Samstapana. Whenever he feels he is needed, he will come. Whenever it is required, he will come. So, our coming and going is not in our control, but his coming and going is in his control. For example, now just imagine that there is a jail. Now, this jail is in a kingdom. Now, if that king what they decides that I want to go and see how are my, how are my jails being maintained. What he will say, he'll pass an order. Tomorrow I am visiting this jail. Everybody be ready. He will go. Now, he is not a prisoner. He will go. He will inspect whatever has to be done. He will do. He will come back. He is the king. But we are like those prisoners. A prisoner going to the jail and coming out of jail, is it in the hands of the prisoner? It is not. It is in the hands of whom? In the hands of his karma. If his punishment is over, he will come out. If he needs to be punished, he will be put in jail again. Our coming and going in this nature is like that of the prisoners. We are imprisoned in this Prakriti. But Sri Krishna is the king of this Prakriti. He can come and go whenever he wants. That is the difference between his Janma and our Janma. And how is our karma? We are doing our karma. We are very tightly entangled with our karma. Today, if we are doing some punya, if we are doing a good deed, we are getting the benefits of this good deed. Some past good deeds have happened, and that is why we have come closer to this Parampita Paramatma, and we are able to learn this Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. But if these past deeds are not good enough, then we will not be able to get good lives. But that is not the case with Parampita Paramatma. His karma will not affect him at all. His karma is not going to be a binding. Our karma is a binding for us. You do a good deed and you will get its reward. If you don't do a good deed, you are not going to get its rewards. You are going to be punished for it. But what Sri Krishna is saying here, that if you are doing to you are bound by your karma, but I am not bound by this karma. My karma is not a binding on me. Now, and people who understand this difference between their janma and my janma, people who understand the difference between their karma and my karma, they will get what? Evayo veti tattvataha. Those who understand me properly, those who understand this difference properly, tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti madeti sorjuna. Such people will directly come to me. Somebody who has known that top secret, Shri Krishna says, you know my top secret, he knows everything. He will go and he will do media broadcast. He will tell everybody, let him keep him near me. And Parampita Paramatma says, I keep them near me. Those who understand this top secret. Who are those people who understand? The knowledgeable ones, the Jnani Purush. They understand this. So, they understand that the karma, their karma, how is the karma of the knowledgeable people? Their karma, it is like that roasted seeds. Now, if you sow a seed in mud, it is going to give some plants, right? But if you roast the seeds and then sow them, are they going to give plants? No, they are not going to get any plants. It is not going to get any sprouts. So, the karma of the knowledgeable people is like that roasted seed. Their karma will not reap any fruits. Why? Because they are roasted in knowledge. They are packed by knowledge. So that is exactly where Shri Krishna is trying to take us. He is going to teach us how to roast our karma in the knowledge and become what? Become like those Vintaraga people who have managed to come to me by understanding this top secret. How are these people? The moment is comes, we want to be in this line. How are these people who have managed to reach you? How are these people who understand the difference in your janma and in our janma? Shri Krishna explains, how are these people? Vitaraga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupashritaha bahavo jnana tapasa uta madbhavamagataha. What Shri Krishna says, these people who have attained me, how are they? They are Vitaraga bhaya krodha. They are Vitaraga means what? They are free from all the attachment. They are free from fear, bhaya. And most important, they are free from what? Krodha, that is anger. So these people are free from bhaya, from fear, anger, and excessive attachment. Anger, see, we sometimes say we don't get angry, but we also get angry. We tell somebody, you read Bhagavad Gita, it's a person, mujhe nahi padna, we'll get, I'm telling you something for your good. Such small debate can also arouse anger within us. But for the knowledgeable person, this anger will never come. He is beyond what? This attachment, excessive attachment, this excessive fear. What will happen to me? Oh, what will happen to me? But how are the devotees, the saints? My Shri Krishna will take care of me. They are never worried. Getting food, not getting food, how the lives of our saints were. They are always, so Krishna will take care. Paramatma will take care. Once he has taken care, then what is it that I have to do? One small incident Swamiji had shared once, that he was on a yatra, on a pilgrimage, and there he saw one man very tired and very lean, thin, very weak, very tired. And Swamiji said, okay, you take some money, hire a horse or somebody, and hire some palanquin or something, and then you go. So he said, no, I don't need all this. All the entire team, "Arey, lay low, you take help, you are in such a situation, so long we have to go, take help. How will you manage to reach?" What this devotee answered. And Swamiji says it was so beautiful to hear his answer. He said that I don't need all this. Now the Paramatma, the Kailas, the Shivji who has brought me here will ensure that I reach there also, that I reach near the destination where I have started. He will take care of it. So beautifully when Swamiji narrates this. It is so beautiful. The devotees have that faith. When we see when people go on Vaishnav Devi Yatra, what devotion they have. With small children also, when they're on their shoulders, they are able to complete this journey. Who is helping them? The Parampita Paramatma. That is the case of these Jnani. Now, what knowledge they have? The knowledge, the bhakti, the devotion fills them with this knowledge that Paramatma will take care. So these Vitaraga Bhaya Krodha Manmaya Mamapashritaha, they have completely taken refuge in me. They are completely dependent on me. Upashritaha. They ensure they are completely, they have so much faith. We take refuge means what? How are the refugees? They know that now they will not be attacked here. That kind of faith they have. Whatever they will give to eat, we will eat. Whatever, wherever they will ask to stay, they will say. That is how the refugees are. The real refugees, not the transformed refugees. The original definition of refugees is that they will stay the way you are keeping them. How the nation wants to keep them, these refugees are going to do what? These such a upashrit person, as a upashrit devotee is going to come to me. How are they? How have they become like this? Bahavaha jnana tapasa. They have done multiple tapa. What tapa they have done? The tapa that they do is of the knowledge, jnana tapa. This Bhagavad Gita we are trying to learn and understand. This is tapa of knowledge. Puta madbhava magataha. They get purified because of this jnana tapa that they are doing. This this jnana tapa is going to purify them, and a purified soul will come to me. Madbhava magataha. He will reach me. So we also want to reach there. And for that, Shri Krishna says, you come to me, come in any which form, and I will accept you. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. Mama vartamanu vartante manusha partha sarvashaha. This one small slok we will take, so that this entire topic, just a few minutes, you keep patience, we will just complete this one beautiful slok. Shri Krishna has said what? That those who are purified by this tap of knowledge, they will come to me. Why? Because they are purified. Jnana tapasa, because of their jnana tap, they have been purified and they are going to attain me. But to attain me, they have their own devotion. Some feel that I want to become a child of Shri Krishna, of Parampita Paramatma. Somebody like Yashoda Maya feel that I want to become the mother of this Paramatma. Someone might feel I want to become the child of Paramatma. Someone want to become mother of Paramatma. Somebody will say no, like Arjun, and Arjun will say I want to become your friend, Sakha of Paramatma. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. Whatever emotion, with whatever sentiment, a devotee seeks the Paramatma. What Shri Krishna says, Tams tathaiva bhajamyaham. He correlates. He will correct whatever emotion we have. He will he will give the complementary emotions to us. If today I want to be the mother of Parampita Paramatma, then he will become the Kana for this Yashoda. If he says, I want to become a friend, he will become the Sri Krishna for that Sudama. He will correlate with his same sentiment, and what he says, Bhajamyaham. In this relation, I am also worshipping that devotee. I am also rewarding, I am also worshipping, I am also with him in that emotion. So that is the beauty of this beautiful shlok. What he says, Mama Vartamanu Vartante, Panusha Partha Sarvasha. In whatever ways this fellow is trying to follow me, I will ensure that he is allowed to follow in that particular way. I will ensure. So come to me in whichever form. Come to me as a brother, come to me as a friend, come to me as a father, come to me as a mother, but just come to me. Come to me in any which form, and I will help you how to come to me and what we get. Come to me, come next week, and we will see what are those rewards that we will get, that we will see in the next few shlokas. With that, I offer this entire discussion at the lotus feet of Param Pujya Gurudev, who has accepted us in this form of disciples. We are all seeking knowledge, we all are seeking the knowledge of Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, and because Param Pujya Gurudev accepted us in this form of students, we are getting this opportunity to learn Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. Shri Krishna has accepted us as the form of in the form of these sadhaks. Let us all bow down together to Parampita Paramatma and offer this discussion at his feet. Om Shri Krishna Paramastu. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurave Namah. Sorry about the sixth time, but I wanted to complete certain shlokas in this continuation.
Thank you very much, Didi. Thank you very much for your explaining Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. You have explained about theory of karma. So now, can we take question and answer, Didi?
Yes, yes. Let's proceed to question.
Adarsh Bhaiya has raised the hand. Please, Bhaiya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya. Pranam to you.
Didi, I have 2-3 questions. First question, what is the meaning of Parantapa?
Parantapa is a name for Arjun. Exact meaning I forgot, but I will tell you in the next session. Also, Bhaiya, your volume is very low, actually.
Okay.
Ji.
Okay, in shlok number 5, Lord Krishna has clearly said that he is different from a normal human being.
Mm.
But at this stage also, Arjun doesn't realize that he is standing in front of God. And somewhere in chapter 10 or 11, he clearly expresses.
I didn't get your question, Bhaiya. Can you please repeat? Sorry.
Am I audible?
Yeah, very low. Actually, I don't know. मेरे पास low है.
नहीं, मेरे इधर से problem है. Everybody says that. I don't know how to fix this. But I'm saying that in shlok number 5, Lord Krishna has very clearly said that he is God.
Yes.
But Arjun, does Arjun realize at this stage? Because somewhere in chapter 10 or 11, Arjun clearly says that you are God and all that.
Yes, yes. No, but by now also, he will gradually realize. See, at the moment, he might not be realizing, it's not that he doesn't know that he is God or he is somebody divine, because already he is aware of all the Leela that he has done. So that faith is already there. But how big is he? That Arjun is unaware of. See, suppose somebody I meet in the train and I come to know that he is some great person. But how great is he? That I will know only when I see the complete biodata. More so, if I spend more time with him in the college, suppose I meet some professor, I feel, he works in this college. No, he works in the college, so some good personality. Then I come to know not only working in the college, but he is also a principal of that college. Then he will feel, "Arey, good, he is somebody great." But then if you spend one whole day, then you will see, oh my God, he is the principal because he is so knowledgeable, because he is so great. So we come to know the depth of his profile gradually with the sahavas, with more companionship. The more you spend your time, the more you come to know about that person. You will know beyond that biodata that you know, just beyond the name you come to know. So he knows that he is somebody great. But how great he has started realizing now. What?
Right. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Bhaiya. So, no other hand raise?
Hand raises. So,
I think so. You have explained very well, Didi. So, all doubts are cleared. So, if there is no question, then move ahead.
yes. You can
Yes.
go ahead. No
So
problem.
we are moving ahead to ending our session. Before ending, we will take prayer, and we all knows we have completed 60 years in Geeta Pariwar, and Geeta Pariwar are celebrating
40
Parayana
years.
every day, morning and evening, 6:30 morning and 7:30 evening. So please be attend, please join at online and offline Geeta Jayanti Mahotsav at your place. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, all of you. And thank you very much, Didi, especially because you have explained very well. And sorry, so 40 years completed. It's my mistakes. Thank you very much, Bhaiya. And our backend team also, and our tech also. So for prayer, I would like to invite Radhamma Gangaji. She is from Hanna Makonda. She is a best homemaker and she has joined Geeta Pariwar in 2023. She is giving seva as a GCT tech and co-trainer. So please welcome Didi.
Jai Sri Krishna.
Yes.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai Shri Krishna. After prayer, we followed by Hanuman Chalisa chanting.
We'll start with Hanuman Chalisa. No problem.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा गानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस वदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरई हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय
Jai Shri Ram. Thank you very much once again, and hope we will meet in next week, next session. Till then, I pronounce